Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Vice and today we're watching Frieren Beyond Journey's End, episode 7. In the last episode, Stark defeated the solar dragon on his own. He showed a tremendous amount of strength and power and ability, and I think he finally believes in himself that he's good enough, that he's strong enough, and he decides he's going to journey with Frieren and Fern. I'm very excited that we have a new character, a new dynamic to figure out, because now that he's a part of the group, like, what does he add to it? Do personalities clash? Do they get along like a house on fire? Like, what's going to happen here? It seems like Fern wasn't a fan of him at first, but she might be slowly coming around to him. We'll see. I'm just very curious how this dynamic of the three of them is going to work. Now we are heading into a conflict because apparently the North is just conflict ridden and the people at the town were stopping others from leaving the town and going north because it's just so deadly. They want to keep people safe, so no, you can't move forward. But once Frieren's name was dropped, they were like, oh, you're Frieren, you're a hero, of course you can go. Of course you plan to go help with the conflict. Go on. So I think that's going to be our little side mission right now. We're going to go help with the northern conflict. We're going to end it or stop it somehow. And then we'll move on with our goal to reach Ende and then to the Land of Souls. So without further ado, let's get into it.
大魔法使いフランメの魔導書ですか。
フランメの著書に本物なしって言われていてね、今まで偽物の魔導書しか見つかっていないんだ。これが今までで一番出来のいい偽物かな。
I like that she finds the imitations still as rewards.
しかし、
She still likes collecting them.
本物が実在するかどうかわからなくなりますね。人類の魔法の階層。
The founder of humanity's magic. I didn't realize she was the founder of magic. I know she was the legendary mage, but I didn't know what made her so legendary.
あの人の顔を覚えているのは多分私だけだ。
Yeah.
フリーレン様が早起きしてる。
Woke up early.
すごいことなの。
Yes, it is. You have no idea.
こういう時はしっかり褒
We
めない
must
と。
be sure to praise her by giving her a massage and spoon feeding her like she's a child. Like a fairy tale. Interesting title. 28 years after the death of Himmel. Okay, so we're still in that time period.
こんなことする必要あるのか。
不満
What do
な
you
の
mean?
報酬は悪くないよ。
そうじゃなくて、魔法で場所を向こう側に運んだりできる。
Yeah, but that's the easy way.
それだと
That
後の
only,
人が
yeah,
困るでしょ
that only helps this one person, while this way helps all of them.
自分勝手だね、シュタルクは。
お前にだけは言われたくねえ。
Why are you drinking? What did you even help with?
ところで、なんでここだけこんなに崩れてるんだ。
北側諸国も場所によっては魔族と交戦状態に
Yeah,
あ
the
る
demon
ところもありまして、
争いの爪痕ってわけ。
Scars of battle.
そっちは一旦
Okay, so he is actually helping
こっちを
out.
手
I
伝
thought
って
he
も
was
らって
just
いいです
standing
か？
there.
そのシュタルク様ってのやめない。年だってそんな変わらねえだろ。
Yeah, they're very similar, I thought. So it makes
そうです
sense.
か。
He doesn't want to be
わ
formal
かり
with
まし
her.
た。シュタルク、さっさとこっち手伝って、早く。
タメ口。そういうのじゃなく
That's
て
so
さ。
funny.
さん付け。
She can't be polite
い
unless...
ろいろあるでしょ。あともっと愛想よくしてくれよ。傷つきやすいんだよ。
めんどくさいなこ。
こいつって言った。
そっち側進んでる。
Yeah, they're already butting heads a little bit.
シュタルク様。
Yeah, it's all or nothing with her. She's either has to be polite the entire
本
time,
当にありがとう
or
ご
she's
ざい
rude.
ました。よければ町までご案内します。しかしエルフですか。生まれて初め
It's
て
your
見ま
first time
した。
seeing one.
まあ珍しいからね。
That's true. We haven't seen another
フリー
elf.
レン様以外のエルフ見たことがありませんね。
How
数
rare
が
are
とても少ない
elves?
からね。私だって同族を見たのは数えるほどしかないよ。私たちエルフは長くは生きるけど、恋愛感情や生殖本能みたい
We
な
lack
ものが
romantic
軒並み
interest
欠落しているから
and
ね。
reproductive instincts.
緩やかに絶滅していってるんだよ。
Interesting.
最
I
後に
wonder
同族と会
why.
ったのは400年以上前だし、
400 years ago.
案外終わりは近いのかも。
What was that? You know
街が
what?
見えてきましたね。
We don't have a backstory for Frieren.
馬車が並んでいますね。
I feel like it's very
ありゃそうい
tragic.
んだな。
今夜は大放祭ですから、今日は勇者ヒンメル様ご一行がこの地域を支配していた魔族を討伐してくださった日です。
Wow.
そんなこともあっ
So
たっ
they
けね
celebrate it every year.
解放祭はその日を記念したもので、町の中央広場にあるヒンメル様たちの像を飾り付け、町全体で盛大に祝
Yeah,
う
they
ので
really
す。
made a difference throughout the
人
entire
間は大げ
world.
さだね。
魔族が倒されたのはもう80年以上も前になります。人間にとって何かを忘れ去るのに
It's
十
true.
分すぎる
Humans
時間
forget
です。
things.
それでもこの日だけは皆ヒンメル様たちを思い出すのです。
You would think he would recognize her from the statue then.
上出来だね。
リテイク5回か。
5
今回は
retakes?
早く終わりましたね。
ヒンメルってよく像作ってもらっているよね。
みんなに覚えていてほしいと思ってね。僕たちは君と違って長く生きるわけじゃないから。
Yeah, it's a legacy.
後世にしっかりと僕のイケメンぶりを残しておかないと。でも一番の理由は君が未来で一人ぼっちにならないように
That's
す
so
るため
sweet.
かな。
Oh my god.
おとぎ話じゃない。僕たちは
It's
確か
really
に
for
実在したん
her.
だ。
So when she goes on her travels, she's reminded of them.
こうやって毎年のように勇者ヒンメル様ご一行の功績を称えるのです。あなたは勇者様ご一行のフリーレン様の像によく似ていらっしゃる。
It's
こ
her.
れ
You gonna put it
100年後も
together?
続いているかな。
この町が続く限りは
1000年後は
それはわかりませんな。
そういえばこの旅の目的地ってまだ聞いてなかったな。どこなんだ？
Oh, Stark doesn't know.
天国。
そいつは楽しそうだ。
If someone told me we're going to heaven, I would immediately think, oh, this is a suicide journey then. Be more specific, Frieren.
衛兵が多いですね。何かあったのでしょうか。フリーレン様、街中ですよ。
Yeah, why is she attacking demons? Oh. I thought they'd look more demonic. They just look like humans with horns. Oh.
グラナト伯爵、あなたの差し金ですか？
リグナー殿、確かにわしはお
Well,
前
it's
たち
true.
を
I
殺した
despise
い
you
ほ
and
ど
wish
に
you
とだ
dead. I would never.
が街中で堂々と和睦の使者を手にかけるほど
和睦の使者。
大方事情も知らぬ冒険者といったところだろう。
そういうことにしておきましょ
I don't think he believes him.
う。冷静で殺意のこもった冷たい目だ。
Really? You can read bloodlust on her.
私たちを憎んでいるこの町の住民でさえ人を見る目をしている。
Because you look like a person, but you're not.
君のその目はまるで猛獣でも見ているかのような目だ。
A
実
wild
際にそうでしょ
beast.
お前たち魔族は人の声真似をするだけの
Imitate human
言葉の
speech.
通じない猛獣だ。
But you're communicating
屋
right
敷の
now.
地下牢に入れておけ。
Oh, she's getting arrested? You would think because she didn't actually do anything that she'd be let off with a warning.
暇だな。
2,3 年は反省しろってさ。
Reflect on your actions for 2 to 3 years for doing
後で
nothing?
魔導書の差し入れ持ってきて。
Frieren did nothing wrong.
フリーレン様は本当に時間を無駄にするのが好きです。
私だって痛くてここにいるわけじゃないよ。魔族が和睦の使者ってどういうことなの？
担当台のアウラは
The
知ってい
aura
ま
of
すよね。
guillotine?
魔王直下の大魔族七宝剣の一人でしょ。私たちとの戦いで配下のほとんどを失って消息不明のはずだけど、
Oh, but she lived.
最近何かあったの？
So she came
アウラは
back.
28年も前に力を取り戻しています。この町は
Interesting
この
that it
軍勢
coincides
と長い
with
間
Himmel's
戦っ
death.
てきたようなのですが、無益な殺し合いに疲弊したアウラ側が和睦の申し出をしてきたそうです。
魔族との対話なんて無駄な行為だ。
Why do you say this? Because they were conversing and
だってことはねえだろ。
communicating.
言葉があるんだ。話し合いで解決するならそれに越したことはねえじゃねえか。
解決しないから無駄なんだよ。魔族は人食いの化け物だ。
Man-eating monsters.
そいつらが人類と同じ言葉を使う理由を考えたことは？
勇者様、早くとどめを。
まだ子供だ。
Yeah.
それがどうしたというの？そいつは私たちの娘を飼い殺したのよ。
痛い。痛いよ、お母さん。
Himmel couldn't
も
Oh,
do
ういい
it.
私がやる。
これでは魔族と同じだな。別に人を食わないと生きていけないってわけじゃないんだろう。償う機会を与えてやってもいいじゃない
But
か。
she ate someone already.
村長、
Yeah. The parents will never accept that.
うちで手当てをしよう。ちょうど畑の手伝いを探していたところだ。
Like, this is very sweet.
今殺しておかないと後悔するよ。
僕たちには言葉がある。どうせこの村には滞在するんだ。様子を見ようじゃないか。
No, Frieren knows. She knows something we don't. Because this seems very sweet, but obviously something goes wrong if this is what she's thinking back on. And this is why she's saying they can't communicate. Because otherwise, this seems happy and normal. Oh my god.
なぜ
She
村
killed
長を
him
殺した
and burnt his house down.
やっぱりあの時殺しておくべきだったんだわ。
またです。あなたから毎日のように殺意を感じていました。私は平穏に過ごしたい。ですから用意しました。
So I brought you a replacement for the daughter I ate.
あなたの娘の代わりを。
Oh my god.
その子は村長の娘だ。
村長はもういません
But
よ。
the village chief is gone now. So, in the demon's mind,
私は何か選択を間違えてしまったよ
they
うです、ね。
can't understand.
仕方がありません。この子は人質に。もう止めないよね。お母さん。
Wow, and then they just disintegrate.
またお母さんか。魔族は魔物と同じで子育ての習慣がなく、
Demons don't raise
産み
their
落とさ
young.
れてから多くの時間を天涯孤独に過ごす。お前たちは孤独を
So
当
she
たり
doesn't
前
have
と
a
する
mother.
生物で、家族という概念すら存在しない。なんでお母さんなんて言葉を使うの？
Because she wants
だ
one?
って殺せなく
It
なるで
stops
し
you
ょ。
from killing us.
まるで魔法のような的な言葉。
Yeah, it stopped him all.
奴らにとっての言葉は人類を欺く術だ。大魔法使いフランメは言葉を話す魔物を魔族と定義づけた。
That is so intriguing that demons, they are capable of speech and they can understand it to a certain extent, but only to use it to manipulate. So that demon cried out for her mother because she realized that when other younger kids cry out for their mother, it makes people want to care for them. And it also stops people from killing them because they look at this little child and think, oh, they just want their mom. But that's not true because demons don't have mothers. They don't have a concept of family. So what it seemed like to me is that this demon was trying to live in peace, did want to live in a community, did want that family concept, but they couldn't quite grasp it. And so they knew living here in peace, that was an option. But because they already ate someone, they were hated and they could feel it. In their mind, the solution to this problem, I ate your daughter, that's okay. Here's another daughter. She can be your daughter now. In a demon's mind, that is the correct solution here, but that's not how it works. So it's very interesting that they have the capability of speech and they have an intelligence to some extent because they can use it to communicate with humans and get what they want, but they can't quite connect fully to the concept of humanity and what it means to be a family and to have care and love for another person. They don't know the difference between right or wrong because they're a creature. That is such a cool concept. I love that because it makes you feel like there is a possibility and a potential for demons as a species to communicate with another species, to live and coexist together. There is a possibility of it, but there's just a barrier there that unfortunately can't be broken, according to Frieren and from what she knows. Very cool. I love this new aspect to demons.
その祖先は獲物をおびき寄せるために物陰から助けてと言葉を発し、
あの顔どこかで
You know her.
言葉の通じない猛獣、実に的確な表現だ。この町で彼女だけが我ら魔族の本質を理
Okay,
解
so
し
she is right.
人を食らう捕食者が人の言葉を話す理由などただ一つ。
この町ももう長くはないな。
No, because this whole peace talk is just deception.
ここは
息子の部屋だ。早く家督を継いでわしに楽をさす。生意気なことをよく言っておった。これは御前試合で陛下から賜った剣だ。
His
ご
son's
子
dead.
息は今どちらに
The sword's
10年
cracked.
前にアウラとの戦いで死
He
んだ。
died 10 years ago. This was
帰
never
っ
a
てき
peace
たのは
talk.
この剣だけだ。デグナ！お前たちを招き入れたのは息子の無念を
Yeah,
晴
he
ら
never
す
had
ため
any intention of
記者
talking.
はこの場で全員殺す。和睦なんてクソくらいだ。
Is he going to talk his way out of this?
この部屋はよく掃除が行き届いています。10年前と変わらぬままなのでしょ
それがどう
How
し
are you going to manipulate this?
う。私もあなた方に殺された父上の部屋はそのままにしてある。
I see. You're going to turn it into a
もうおや
cycle
めにしま
talk.
せんか、グラナト
We need to put an end to the cycle of
それと
killing.
もまた互いに血を流
But we
し
know demons don't have
誰かを悲
parents,
しませるつ
so
もり
it's a
です。
lie.
私たちには言葉があり、話し合いの機会を。
It's gonna work. You preyed on his emotions by flipping the situation, the exact same situation, back at him. What a good manipulator.
少し考える。
父上って何？
なんだろうね。
Who knows? He has no idea. He just knows it's a word that means something to humans.
グラナト伯爵は我々に恨みがあるようだ。取り入れれば和睦と称してこの町の防護結界を解除させることも可能だ。
To lower the town's defensive barrier
あ
in the
とは
name
アウ
of
ラ様の軍
peace.
勢がこの
That's
町を
what this
滅ぼし
is.
てくださる。
Because she wants
ところ
this
でリー
town
ニエ、
destroyed.
ドラートの姿が見えないようだ。
邪魔者を消しに行くって。
Oh, he went to visit Frieren.
ドラート殿、このようなところに来られては困ります。客室に。
What? That was like a thread or something. That purple.
断頭台のアウラが配下、首切り役人の一人、ドラートだ。お前を殺しに来た。
外交ごっこはもう終わり。
リグナー様の見立てによれば、この少女が我らの唯一の障害。こいつを始末すれば、あとはグラナト伯爵を懐柔するだけ。
But you're not considering the fact that once she ends up dead for taking a stand against you,
強いよ。
then the other humans might realize what you did.
断頭台のアウラ
Of
より
course,
も。
yeah, Frieren is gonna win this. And that was Frieren, episode 7. I loved the introduction of demons as a species because we've always known that demons exist. They defeated the Demon King after all, but I like how we went more in depth with it this time. So we've met Qual and he was able to communicate. So I just thought, you know, demons are just another species, like elves are another species and dwarves are another species. Like, it's just like that. But now we're getting more. Demons only communicate to deceive, to get what they want. That's the only reason why. They've learned what words to use in the order to use them to invoke emotion and choices that a person might make, that a human might make. Very interesting. I loved everything about this. It opens so many doors. I know Frieren has said that demons cannot coexist with humans. They cannot communicate, they cannot live peacefully because they are inherently deceptive and they can't understand truly what words mean, what family means, what connections mean. And I know that's what she thinks, but to me, I feel like an older demon that has lived for a long time can develop the understanding of words, and as not just a way to communicate to get what you want, but a way to communicate and form bonds with other people. I feel like the possibility is there only because that little girl demon in the flashback, she wanted to live in this town peacefully. She wanted to correct her wrongdoings. And unfortunately, she can't understand that you can't just replace a daughter. You can't replace a person. But I think with time, a demon might understand that, right? Like, I feel like they're not mindless. They're intellectual beings on some level, obviously, because they can manipulate and deceive, even if they don't understand everything they're saying. I feel like there has to be some way for them to coexist peacefully with humans in the world and just live. But maybe there isn't. Maybe I'm being too hopeful. Maybe Frieren is right and you just have to kill them because they will only bring ruin and destruction. Like that little girl that Himmel spared, and he did regret it later because it ended up with another death in the village. And I don't know, I just love this whole entire concept. And at the end, Frieren said that she was stronger than Aura the guillotine. I 100% believe that. You're stronger than Qual. You helped kill the Demon King. You're 100% stronger than this demon who just regained her power like 20 years ago. 28 actually, because it coincides with Himmel's death, which is also interesting. I don't know if that's a coincidence or if it was on purpose. What could it mean? But something just to keep in the back of my head. I can't wait until we meet Aura. I want to see Frieren destroy her because I think she can. I think she's gonna take out this guy, no problem. And I really hope that this guy that's like the head of this town, I forget what his title was, who lost his son, who was manipulated by the demon into considering peace talks. I really hope he comes, not to his senses, but I hope he realizes that Frieren is right and that the demons are here just to wreak havoc and make it easier for them to take over. I can't wait to watch the next episode. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought about this episode. If you enjoyed my reaction, please give a like and subscribe and check out my other shows here on the channel. And with that, thank you for watching. Until next time, bye!